Good morning, my little mentators, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dr. Stanley. I'm Dr. Loretta Stanley. Today is August the 31st, 2015. This chart wheel is for 11:39 p.m., and it's about the Sun in Virgo at 8 degrees 24 minutes, opposing Neptune and Pisces at 8 degrees 24 minutes. Virgo and Pisces are opposing signs. They're on opposite sides of the chart wheel. They're 180 degrees apart. And today they are exact. I'm going to show you on the chart wheel right now. If you've seen my previous YouTube videos, then you know that I've been showing you how to dial this chart around, how to count these degrees, because it's easier than you think. Look up that video, because looking at these degrees is a lot easier than you might have ever thought before. So right now, okay, see this pitchfork? That's Neptune in Pisces. And here's the Sun in Virgo, and see they're both at 8 degrees 24 minutes. And see, in the charts that I write, this green line, that's an opposition line. That means they're opposing each other. They're opposite sides of the chart wheel. It can either be the perfect balance or a tug of war. You get to choose. Now, when we're talking about the Sun opposing Neptune, the Sun is masculine energy. It's powerful energy. It's pride. It's individuality. It's ego. It naturally rules Leo. And Neptune, think of the fish, Pisces, tune fish, Neptune. Okay, in tune, intuitive, tuning in, tuning fork. So if you think of it that way, you'll always remember that Neptune naturally rules Pisces. And the law of similars here between Virgo and Pisces is that Virgo naturally rules physical health, while Pisces energy naturally rules mental health. So we have a tug of war between the physical world and the spiritual world here. It's reality versus, or it's the invisible plane versus the invisible plane. It's physical versus spiritual. So there can really be a conflict here with an individual. They may think that they're always being picked on. This is victim behavior. When this opposition goes bad, this person always feels like it's always their fault, but yet they're always blaming somebody else, which is the exact same thing that they don't want done to them. It creates imaginary problems where no problems exist at all. And they always feel like they're being singled out. There's a lot of confusion and misunderstanding. So if this is going on with you today, blame Sun opposing Neptune. In relationships, this can go very deep, whether that is your private life, whether it's religious, spiritual, romantic, but it's where relationships are deep. I'm not talking about like with coworkers. I'm talking about where relationships are considered intimate and deep. Like I said, with private, romantic, religious, spiritual, that sort of thing. Perceptions can get clouded. They can get either smoke-colored or they can get rose-colored. Either one. It can go either way. Neptune rules the past, so people get hung up on the past and they start talking about the past and what was and where things are right now and how they're still affected by the past. Again, victim behavior. There's a lot of fantasies going on here. There's a lot of wishful thinking going on here. And there's a lot of deceiving that can go on when this opposition shows up. So you've got to keep your mind straight. Gosh, folks, do not drink. Do not drink alcohol when Pisces is in a challenging aspect. That would be a square, an opposition, a quincunx. Don't do it because it's not worth it. Minds are already clouded. Everything's already either rose-colored or smoke and mirrors. We can't see straight. So don't mix Pisces energy with alcohol. In fact, South Node Pisces should never drink. They shouldn't drink at all. They just simply cannot handle it. This energy between the Sun and Neptune opposition can engage in deceptive practices. This is where you can really get taken for a ride, like cults and seances and trances and astral experiences and anything that could influence or undermine the confidence. Just do not do it, especially when this opposition is in place or you've got an aspect to a Pisces planet. There's a lack of confidence also with this, because remember, the sun is an ego planet. Okay, so when it's afflicted or challenged, same thing, then there could be a lack of confidence. So the best way to channel this energy is to put it into some sort of creative or artistic pursuit. Stick this with painting or singing. It's thought that some songwriters, they do their best stuff when they're high, when they're on drugs, because they come up with all these kind of wild, lyrics and ideas. You don't need any drugs with this aspect. There's enough going on in your head without influencing it from the outside world. So the best thing is to channel this creatively, and then you won't lose your sense of self. Okay. Now, you might also see here that the Sun and Jupiter are still in conjunction. See, they're only 4 degrees apart. They were in exact conjunction last week, and now they're separating in degrees. They're gradually pulling apart and get further away in degrees, but the conjunction still takes place. It is still present, and it's still good for you. It's still enthusiastic. It's still optimistic. It's still the law of attraction. Remember that Jupiter will expand anything that it touches. And it's touching the sun right now in that area of physical health and daily routine. So this is a perfect time to still get your act together so you can start creating with this manifest destiny connection, this law of attraction connection. You also see here that Mars and Venus are in conjunction. See, they're both at 14 degrees. My next video is going to be on that aspect. You can see they're only 3 minutes away from each other, 52 and 55 minutes. So my next video will be on that. So you can look forward to it. Now, get yourself out there. Go play yourself up and practice being you.